Oh, hey, hold on, I gotta call you back. Okay, bye. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Adventures with Edu-Katie. I'm your host, Edu-Katie, and today we're talking all about one of nature's creepiest, crawliest critters, the snake. Snakes are reptiles, so that means that they breathe air with lungs just like we do. They also will lay eggs. So instead of having hair like we do, their body is covered in scales. They also are cold-blooded. So that means that their body temperature is the same as their surroundings. So whether they're somewhere very, very hot or somewhere very cold, their body temperature always matches their surroundings. So snakes have physical and behavioral adaptations that help them to survive. So if I was a snake, I would have a forked tongue to help me taste the air. Hey, a little help here, guys? Like, ah! So if I was a snake, I would be able to see heat in order to help me find my prey. If I was a snake, I would never blink. I would have scales that cover my eyes that help protect them, so I wouldn't need eyelids. Looks like our snake wants to challenge me to a duel. If I was a snake, I would eat my food in one bite because my jaw has lots of muscles and tendons that help to hold it together, which make it very, very stretchy. Let's see if I can. I can be a snake. In Texas, there are 105 species of snake. Of those snakes, there are 90 non-venomous species and 15 species that are venomous. Only 15. With venomous snakes and non-venomous snakes though, they do have physical differences as well as behavioral differences. So if I was a constricting snake, I would have to coil around my prey, slowly squeezing it, and squeezing it, and squeezing it until that prey eventually suffocates, and then I could eat it. If I was a venomous snake, I would bite my prey and simply wait for it to pass away and then eat it. It's much less work if you're a venomous snake. What? You guys still think that snakes are poisonous? I promise you, snakes are not poisonous. They can be venomous or non-venomous. To explain the difference, we're gonna have to go deep science! Thank you for coming deep science with me. Let's learn the difference between poison and venom. Let's start with venom. Venom is a toxin that is injected like a shot. Snakes, wasps, bees, and spiders can all be venomous. So unlike venom that is injected, poison has to be ingested. So that means it has to be eaten or absorbed through the skin. Now some species of mushrooms, some species of toads, and some species of plants can be poisonous because when they are eaten or touched, they cause a reaction. Now, if I were to eat this pear that has been poisoned, kind of like Snow White's apple, if I were to eat this, so this is one of our animal ambassadors here at the Dolores Finnick Nature Center. This is a prairie king snake. And as you can see, I'm holding this snake because he's a constrictor, which means he's non-venomous. One way you can tell that he is a non-venomous snake is by looking at the shape of his head. It's very oval in shape. So we love this little guy here at the Nature Center and we hope you come visit him. So how are snakes threatened and how can you help them? One of the major reasons that snakes are threatened is due to habitat loss. Many of the areas they used to live in are now habitatized by people. We've built businesses, we've built homes, we've built roadways, and there's nowhere for those snakes to go, so they end up making their way into our cities. It also doesn't help that people are really messy and attract rats and rodents, which snakes love to eat. So one way that you can help snakes with habitat loss is by creating more areas in your parks, in your natural areas of your neighborhood that snakes can actually live in. You can do this by planting native plants, but also you can do this by zoning areas and leaving them wild. The majority of the time that snakes actually attack is when they're provoked. If you go up to a snake trying to take a picture with it, or you're trying to pick it up to move it, or trying to actually kill it, that's when people get bit by venomous snakes. So if you just give that snake a good bit of distance, it will retreat and go away from you. They don't want to try to harm us. We're much bigger than them. So the final thing that is threatening snakes is actually pesticide use. Now, snakes are natural pest control agents. They do the job for free. We don't even have to ask them. They just want to eat mice and rats. So if we stop using those poisons, we allow those mice and rats to get eaten naturally by snakes, we don't have a problem anymore. So if we decrease the amount of pesticides we use, we can help snakes. So thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Adventures with Edu-Katie. Tex, my friend, the western hognose snake, and I hope that you learned a little bit about snakes and are hopefully a little bit less scared of them when you see them in the wild. See you later.